Hello and welcome back to this channel on digging into gratitude. My name is Rachel. I am a success and business coach and author on a book on gratitude, which will be published soon. I decided to start sharing some of the ideas that I have with you while I finish the project. And so over the last few weeks, I've been sharing with you some of my gratitude blockers that I've noticed. And I started looking at what keeps me from being grateful to the extent that I would like to feel. And so instead of putting a band-aid over and just saying, well, I'll start writing a list of gratitude things, I wanted to see what was maybe blocking me. And I discovered there were quite a few things. So I called them my gratitude blockers. So if I've got blockers, I need a solution. I need gratitude blockers antidotes. This is what this video is about. So this is a bit about what I found out when I dug into this concept of gratitude blockers and therefore requiring the antidote. I've got 5 to share with you today. There's more in the book and more questions, but I wanted to start the share with you today. So the first one is about developing awareness. Developing awareness. Until I started this journey of exploring gratitude at a different level, I didn't know that some of my qualities had turned into flaws. I didn't know that I had the blind spots specifically that I talk about in the book. So it's in the process of looking, of writing, about thinking, which created this awareness for me. I love the quote from Carl Jung, who said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will rule your life. You'll just keep doing like you've done. But once you've shed light on something, you're not the same anymore. You're not going to do the same thing. And so this is what awareness does. It sheds light on the unconscious and makes it conscious. So I think the quote is very apropos for me right now. It's interesting that while I am a coach and I accompany lots of people on their journey of awareness, I'm not the exception to the rule. I also have a constant need to be in the pursuit of shedding light of where I might be in the dark, where I might have blind spots in my behaviors. So being intentional about being aware is my first antidote blocker. Number 2, a commitment to change. Commitment to change. It is said that knowledge is power. I I believe by experience that it's putting the knowledge into action that creates power, that is empowering. So with this new knowledge that I'm inquiring, I am committing to acting. I will swing the pendulum from flaws to slide it back to qualities, to find a balance. And that is a huge perspective of what do you do with the awareness? It's information and putting information into action. My third antidote for you today, letting go of the want to be right. Letting go of the want to be right. Ooh, this one was a hard lesson. Sometimes I think it's still hard. I haven't mastered it. There's still by times where I struggle with this. So I have learned not to create or take sides of right or wrong, rather to be curious and interested about people's perspective, their needs. And I do this not to then leverage and manipulate, but to simply to honor and discover the other person and their opinion. Letting go of wanting to be right requires lots of me. It requires me to observe and control my ego's reaction. It requires me to discover what's important to me and why. It begs the question, Rachel, why are you acting this way? Why do you want to be right on this topic? Why do you want to be seen as being right? This neutral form of conversation, of not going into the right or wrong type of conversation or positions, should I say, has transformed my want, my preference to be right. It allows me to find balance, harmony within myself, and of course, with my conversations with others. It allows me to be more honoring. With these adjustments, it's also allowed me to find gratitude more easily. So letting go of the want to be right is a very powerful gratitude blocker antidote. Got to find another phrase for that. A gratitude blocker antidote. The next one, adjusting in the moment. Life happens in the present moment. While I might have good intentions, I see how easy it is just to slide back into unconscious habits of thinking and doing. So here, the antidote for me is absolutely about presence, about intention, micro adjustments in the moment to moment of life. There is a fluidity to find the right balance. I'm never like in balance. It's just 1 second I'm in balance, and the next one I got to deal with the next moment of balance or imbalance. I'm aware that there is at every moment a sweet spot of stretching while staying on the right side of the danger zone, of going over the invisible line that I talked to you about in the gratitude blocker videos. So adjustment in the moment. The next one, being humble. Being humble, is another yet fabulous, complex topic to discover and live well. And it's an antidote to gratitude blockers. For me, humble does not mean to refuse praise or compliment, but to accept them without my ego showing up and taking center stage. Humble also means to share the light and to recognize others who are collaborators with me on my many projects and endeavors. While I might be an entrepreneur, there's not many things that I can claim solo victory for. I rest on the shoulders of giants, as they say. So being humble is about recognizing also my growth and improvement, that I don't need to be in judgment of myself. I've made progress. And also finding the balance that I'm not done with Rachel yet. There's more improvement to be done. So I celebrate my progress and I get centered and remember still that I'm on the journey. It's a balance also of not thinking less of oneself in terms of my self-worth, but thinking less of self, less thinking of self less often, self-importance. So those are some of the antidotes to gratitude blockers that I have shared with you. In my book, I also have, to keep you going on this topic, some wonderful coaching questions to help you think into the topic for yourself, to help discover what are your gratitude blockers and what would be your antidotes and how to move forward with that. So I invite you to join into the conversation, make comments if you like. I would like you to share, like, and subscribe. I will be offering some online courses on this topic to accompany you on your journey, and I will also keep you posted on when the book will be available for release. So until then, we'll see you next week, and good luck with exploring your gratitude blockers and the antidotes. So till then, have fun thinking deep into it.